you going honky tonkin'? Don't forget the bond money. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you is gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just a spark of the love that used to be. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Here we go. Give my heart just a word of sympathy. Be as fair to my heart as you can be. Then if you no longer care for the love that's beating there, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you is gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Ow! I didn't mean to do that, but I have this side of me sometimes. When it comes out, I just have no control over it. I bet you, don't you believe that neither. I know y'all probably Googling, what kind of accent is that? I've been told I sound like I'm from Louisiana. No. I've been to Louisiana, but I ain't from there. I'm from North Kakalaki. You know, a true North Carolinian born and raised here should know that, saying I'm a North Kakalaki. Well, where you going, North Kakalaki? Born and bred and raised right here. All my life. We're something else, you know. We got brainiacs up there in the triad, technology. And we got some that still wait to be civilized in other counties. But all in all, we get along sometimes, we do. We do. We all right, I think. I can't think of any place I'd rather be than in Carolina. Oh, God. I didn't plan that. But we got the beach. We got the mountains. We got little hilly areas. We got sandy areas. We got just about any and everything. It's nice. I wish our water down at the ocean, that salt water, was different. I remember when I was little what it looked like and stuff, but now it's changed. Used to, you could walk on the beach without cutting your feet up. The last time I was down there, where I actually walked on the beach. I feel like there's nothing but rocks or something in there. It ain't just seashells, but it hurts your feet. It's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. But I don't think anything in life is, when it comes to some things. Someone made a comment on a video, and they said that it brought them back good memories from a long time ago, these songs. They'd sit on the front porch with a swing and stuff like that on Saturdays. You know, we can still do that. Sometimes I do stuff and I think of Andy Griffith when I see that, especially when I go, there's a certain saying I'll say, and I'll say, that sounds just like that man. But anyway, if it comes to mind, I'll do it. We can still do that. Just got to take the phones and turn them off. People expect you to answer that thing nowadays. You ain't got to. Cut yourself loose from it. I do. I've actually left mine at home and went uptown and did stuff. Come back and I'll check and see if anybody's called. I remember them old days where you had to sit next to the wall and had that long cord and everybody heard your conversation. Hey, not everything was perfect back then, but I tell you one thing, we didn't have some of this craziness we have going on now. I believe in progress. Because all the technology we've got, it has made life a little bit better in certain areas, like with medicine and stuff. But there's some things when it comes to the family and how human beings are treating each other, it needs to change. People forget there's a human being behind that camera or on the other end of the computer on a comment. The thing is, I guarantee you, a lot of them wouldn't even say that to somebody's face. They have that security of writing it and not being there. Think about that. I ain't on no soapbox. I ain't fussing. Just something to gnaw on. But, Sundays, Saturday, we go Saturdays when I was growing up. I don't remember watching a lot of cartoons. Mama said I did. I do remember watching Land of the Lost and Sigmund the Sea Monster and oh God, the other one from the UK, where the little guy with the flute thing and the puff, and the English, the boy with the English accent. I cannot think of it. I bet you I'd have to Google. But I remember watching that. I remember I didn't like to watch The Roadrunner that much. Because I felt sorry for the coyote. Poor Joker just blew himself up every time he turned around. I remember watching a little bit of Bugs Bunny. I remember I got to see the old repeats of Batman, and they'd had them sayings up there when they'd do the pow and all that kind of junk. They were in a fight. I remember Mickey Mouse Club. When I time I saw it, it was repeats now. I ain't that old. They'd had the little western in it. Little boys and the ponies and junk. What else I remember? I can't think of anything else really that I may have watched the Smurfs once or twice. I've been watching Gilligan's Island. I remember watching Alice, Mills Diner. Archie Bunker. Who else I watch? Carol Burnett. Lord, I love me some Carol Burnett. The best parts is when they got tickled or couldn't remember their lines. That was the best part of it all. My grandmother liked to go to bed as soon as the sun would set. Then she'd say, baby, ain't you ready to go to bed? Ain't you tired? Don't you want to go to sleep? I'm ready to lay down. My aunt be up. I said, I'm going to stay up here. I said, I'll go to bed as soon as Carol Burnett goes off. So I got to stay up until Carol Burnett. Remember Mary Tyler Moore Show? My grandma liked to watch that. Hee Haw. Hawaii Five-O. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I'm sorry. Family. The Jeffersons. Fred Sanford. Good Times. And I remember my aunt and them, they'd have, American Bandstand going. I didn't care for it because it wasn't country. And then right behind, as soon as it went off, you'd have, Soul Train. And I didn't watch neither one of them. I turned the channel on the radio and listened to some country music. What else? I remember watching Policewoman with Angie Dickinson. Oh yeah, Chico and the Man. Y'all remember that? Chico be living in the back of the thing? Anyway, if we gonna go back, you talking about Saturdays now. I remember watching something. I was a yard child. We stayed outside. I was an only child. And we were broke. We couldn't afford no more young'uns. But I was outside. As soon as I got up and ate me some cereal, I was outside until the sun went down. Out in the woods playing. And Sundays, had to go to church. My grandma made sure, if she could, she had me on her Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. Church of God. Sundays, and on Saturdays, my grandmother always cooked cakes and pies for Sunday's dinner. And I was in there for that. And then we get home. She'd go ahead and boil her chicken for chicken and pastry on Saturday. And then she'd make the pastry when we got home from church and I'd throw it in the pot. I wanted to drop the pastry in the pot. And then after everybody ate, we went outside and either went for a walk or throwed ball. We played. And after everybody got out of the house, my grandma lay on the couch taking a nap. And then I think church started at, I can't remember if it was 6 or 6:30. Because on Wednesdays, I think it was 7:30. But then Monday it was back to the grind. My grandmother worked mostly night shift. And when my mother had to work, I'd stay with my grandma. And she said one night, she'd put me to bed. And I got up while she was getting ready to go to work. And I came out that room with a little gown on and looked at her and said, I can't go to sleep and ain't no use to try. She never let me forget that neither. And then we used to have to turn the antenna when the rotor was broke. So you can get the 2 or 3 channels that you could watch. Let's see what else. That's all I can think of. Other than music was better back then. Cars were like tanks. Go buy gas, you had 2 choices. Unleaded and regular. Gregor always went in the lawnmower, I think. Remember them old car washes? And they'd have gas tanks out there, and they had this little machine thing hooked to it, and you could put a $1 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill, whatever, and let it down that thing and push it in and pull it back out, and you could pump your gas. We had one at a car wash here. Oh, Lord, that's... Now there's a McDonald's there. Here. Let's see, what else? This town here that I live in, I've lived here all my life, and it's changed a lot. Let's see what. I used to play with mini bikes and dirt bikes, and I had one time, didn't have no brakes, so we had to stop it with your feet. I went through a bush one time, messed up my right hand. And the doctor bandaged it up, said, well, at least you ain't got to wash dishes now. Oh, man. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. It has, it has. Well, I'm going to get off of here. And I went and bought some groceries. I didn't buy a lot of groceries today. But I went back there to the eggs. There was a loan officer back there. And I popped one of the tops off one of them daggone $5 dozen eggs. And I'm going to tell y'all something. There is no Fabergé egg in that carton. There better be a Fabergé egg, and if I don't pay $5 for eggs. We're going to be back going in the days where people went in chicken coops and took people's chickens or their eggs. People be calling, oh, somebody done stole my eggs. Go buy me an old hen. Throw some feed out there and let her eat it. Can't have roosters in town limits here. Thank the Lord. Them things don't know how to shut up. And there's one down the street from me, and they ain't supposed to have it. But I ain't saying nothing, ain't none of my business. I don't hear it at my house. And that rooster needs a new watch. I believe it's got Alzheimer's. Because it don't crow just in the morning. His time's off. I think they forgot to either move him forward or wind him back or something. He's off. He ain't a Timex. He got that Mickey Mouse time. That sounds like something my daddy would have said. Oh, that damn rooster's got Mickey Mouse time. But anyway, let me get off here and listen to this song. I done rambled enough. Be nice, y'all. People going through a lot, and they coming off agitated and mad at the world, and sometimes somebody just needs somebody to talk to. And they need to be able to trust you. That you don't go running around the world and tell everybody their business. You find somebody like that you can trust, you got something a lot of people don't have. So I'm sounding like an old person. Oh, God. My hair color didn't hit this spot right here. I had it on there. I went all the way around the edge. What was it, last weekend? I made sure it was on there, and I wiped my skin and all that junk. It was on there. I even think I left it on an extra 5 minutes. Came in here and rinsed my head, put that conditioner junk on it. Went and looked in the damn mirror, and there's right in here 2 silver streak spots that it didn't take. I said, Lord, by the time I color it again, I'm going to look like Grandpa from the Monsters. He had that streak on the side. Anyway, bye and be nice.